Have you always wanted to travel abroad, but you're afraid of going somewhere where you don't speak the language? You're not alone. Language barriers can feel really intimidating, but in today's world, you don't have to let that hold you back. In this video, I'm going to show you how Google Translate can be your best travel companion to overcome a language barrier. If you're new here, hi, I'm Brenda from Bon Voyage Brenda, my channel where I share all of my best travel tips to help you travel better. When I first started traveling many years ago and I was going somewhere where I didn't speak the language, I had to travel with one of these little pocket phrase books. Today, that is no longer the case because we have these amazing little computers in our pocket. Whether you're trying to order a meal, read a train schedule, or just chat with a friendly local, Google Translate can help you do it all without needing to be fluent. If you've never used Google Translate or you've never heard of it, it's an app that you can download to your phone completely free. There are several ways that you can use Google Translate to help you translate a language. The first way is by typing text and then reading the translation. All you have to do is select the language that you want to translate from and the language that you want to translate into, then type your text, and it'll automatically translate it into the language you need. If you're translated into a language like Japanese or Korean that doesn't have Roman characters, Google has you covered there too. Not only does it translate into the kanji, but it also translates into a Roman character as well. You can also click the little speaker button under the translation and it'll speak the word for you.
Hola.
Just like that. If you don't want to spend all the time typing, you can also hit the little speaker button and speak the phrase that you need translated. Where's the train station? And Google will translate it for you. You can hit the speaker button.
¿Dónde está la estación de tren?
And it'll speak in the language you've selected. It can be a little bit cumbersome having to press the speaker button every time if you're trying to have a conversation with somebody. So Google also has a conversation mode. Just select the conversation mode and when you speak, it'll automatically translate. Where's the train station?
¿Dónde está la estación de tren?
By pressing the other speaker button, the person speaking the other language can have it translated back to your language. El tren está allá.
The train is there.
And you can have a full conversation with neither of you happen to be fluent in the other's language. But what if you're trying to read something like a menu, a train schedule, and it's in a language you don't understand and there's not a translation available? Google has you covered there too. The real magic of Google Translate is in its camera. Here's some candy that I brought home from Japan, and you can see that none of it is in English. I might be allergic to this, I might not like the flavor, how would I ever know what it is? Simply select the camera feature, and then Google will translate in live time. And just like that, I know what I'm eating. Not all translations are completely literal, so sometimes it's gonna look a little bit gibberishy, but it's close enough that I'm sure you can figure it out. The Google camera has saved me tons of time and anxiety in translating so many different things like tickets, menus, and even the food I'm buying in a store. And if you're worried about using all your data, most languages are available to download when you're on Wi-Fi. When you're selecting a language, simply click the down arrow next to it, and you can download the entire language to use offline without using your data. If you have a phrase that you're going to be using over and over again, like, where's the bathroom, or is this vegetarian? Google will allow you to save commonly used phrases into a phrase book so you can easily access them. By going into your history, you can see the words that you've searched for and simply click the star next to it. Now from the home screen, before you translate, click the star, and your saved phrases will appear in your own personal phrase book. Some tips for when you're using Google Translate are try to speak clearly and keep your sentences simple. Again, not all translations are completely literal, so keeping it simple will help it be more accurate. Double check that you're using the right language detection. Sometimes I forget to switch languages before I use a camera and it won't translate accurately because the right language isn't selected. Google Translate isn't perfect, but it's a lot better than hand gestures and guessing, and it can make traveling to a country where you don't speak the language so much easier. Even though Google Translate can help you travel the world without knowing a single word of another language, I do always recommend knowing a few phrases that will help you get around in any country you're visiting. I've always found in my travels that if I can say a few simple phrases like hello, how much is this, or do you speak English, the locals are far more receptive to trying to help me than if I just assume that they speak English. It can also help break the ice before pulling out a translator, which sometimes can feel awkward in conversation mode. Traveling to a foreign country does not mean that you have to feel lost. Apps like Google Translate make the world more accessible than ever. So go ahead, book that trip, explore somewhere new, and don't let a language barrier hold you back anymore. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos about useful travel tips. And let me know in the comments where you're dreaming of going next with Google Translate. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.